Hi, my name's Robert Colucci. I'm a senior finance major from Central New Jersey, and this year I served as student government's vice president.
Hi, how are you? My name is Tom Tesoro. I'm a senior finance major from Lawrenceville, New Jersey, and I serve as chief of staff for the SGA.
Our president, George, couldn't be with us today, but I think I speak for all of us in saying that we're very excited that Chris and Lael were elected to the positions next year. We knew that going into the runoff, whoever won would be a very successful candidate, as both tickets were strong. But we're happy that Chris and Lael have jumped right into their work, and we know that they'll do a great job. Going forward, I think that they'll be a lot busier than they think. There were many things that I knew we would be involved in going into the year this time last year, but one thing that I really learned actually serving in the position this year was just how many different things you're involved in and how many things the university does need the student helps with. So that was something that we took in stride, and in hindsight, I'm proud of what we were able to do this year.
I think the world of both Chris and Lael. You look at Chris, he has an absolutely terrific interpersonal dexterity, and I think from Lael's perspective, she's a terrific campaigner. So with that said, there's not too much advice other than continuing their idiosyncratic sort of ways and ensuring that they serve the student body well.
I'm Chris Mariletti, a junior political science major from Malvern, Pennsylvania, and I have the great honor of serving next year as a student body president.
And hi, I'm Lael Hagan, a junior communication major from Kingston, Pennsylvania, and I will be your student government vice president next year. Thank you for the advice, Tom and Rob. You guys have been so supportive already, and we're really going to miss you, but we know we'll still be in contact with advice and questions for you, so thanks. It was about 3.5 weeks that we had to campaign, and it was an unbelievable journey with a ton of supporters, and we met so many people. We realized how many friends we have and how great they are to us and how supportive they are. So we had a lot of fun. We made pretzels. We decorated them in campaign colors. We had our bright neon shirts that said "Our Voice, Your Words" on them. We had buttons. We did a lot of door-to-door campaigning, so we knocked on all of the doors, and we had some great experiences doing that.
That was a fascinating experience in itself, knocking on doors, to say the least. But it didn't really hit me when they announced our names. I kind of remember hugging Lael, and then I was like, they did announce our names, right? It just was a huge honor, and I just remember being just so humbled by the experience. And I think that George and Rob have done a wonderful job this year. I think that they would admit that it has been a true transition year with this Constitution. I didn't particularly like how, again, this is not their fault specifically, but how we would go and we would hear from people in student government. They said, oh, their committees hadn't really met. And that disappointed me. So something that we're really going to focus on this year is making SGA as efficient, as effective, as possible.
We made ourselves very available to all students, so I think that's the most important thing, just to keep ourselves available for new students. So I think that's why we want to have the comment box and have office hours for ourselves or coffee hours where you can come and talk to us. And like Chris said, we really want to prioritize having a very efficient system and having committees meet and know their responsibilities from the beginning. Because if you know what you have to do from the beginning of the year, you're a lot more dedicated to it because you know what it expects.
There's organizational representatives, and that's the new structure. And that what I think was so wonderful about that is that brings everyone in the room.
Listening is one of the most important things I've learned as a leader. And when you actually listen, you get so much more out of a situation than if you just nod your head and say yes or kind of scan over what they're saying. So I think just listening is very important to us as leaders, and actually acting on it, because actions speak louder than words. So if we actually do something, then students will see how much we care, and it might inspire them to do something that they care about on campus.
I just add on what to Lael said. I think it's important to lead by example. And Lael and I are the type of people that we're going to be there in the morning, and we're going to be there at the end of the night. And I think that's important. When you see your leaders of an organization and they're there and they're present and they're asking you how you're doing, and they're, even though during the campaign we were both exhausted, but we were so appreciative and thankful for everyone coming out. And I'm looking forward to working with Lael and the senators and class councils and bringing everyone together and, again, leading by example. We're both so extremely honored. And thank you to everyone. The people who we worked with and campaigned against. It just was an incredible experience. Everyone was so nice and everyone was so positive. It was just really it was a very good experience, and again we're very honored.
That's it. Our voice.
Your words.
Thank you.
This is a song for the lonely, and the dreams won't come true. It is. Oh. Nothing like a little share.
Is this recording? My name is Robert Colucci. I'm a senior business major, and this year, I messed that up. I'm a finance major, not a business major. My name is Rob Colucci, and I'm a senior finance major, and this year I served as the student government president.
How are yeah.
Senior communications major from Kingston, Pennsylvania, and I'll be serving as the vice president. No, no, no. Oh, how do I? We have inside jokes that I don't think people would understand. We have funny stories that we share with each other about the campaign, but I don't really know what else. Do we have a funny joke? Lel makes fun of me a lot. Yeah. Just kidding.
Day-to-day activity.
Day to day. We don't need to include this in there. But I think that no. Yeah, I always tell everybody, I'm like, Lel's the brains, the face. She's the boss.
Wear the pants. Except dresses.
I don't think we need to include this, but thank you very much.
Actually, when we were filming our first video, Chris kept doing, he was like doing this warm-up activity. I don't even know.
What was I doing?
You were like, I don't remember.
Oh, we were like very serious, and we were like, we were getting ready, and I was like, yabba 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 yabba.
Doing like warm-up like that.
Yabba 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 yabba. I don't know. It was just really funny.
We enjoyed it. We have a lot of fun together.
It's true.
Oh boy.
Oh. All right. Well,
Oh boy.
it's been a great.
LOL.